Have people ever told you that sleep is for the weak? Yeah, me neither. This expression has been around forever and it applies to most anything, but I'm going to talk about creative professions in particular and whether this statement holds any power. First off, why do people say that? It could be that as we get older, we get more and more responsibilities and less time to do fun, creative things. There's friends, family, children, social obligations, career, side hustles, religious observances, and of course, sleep.
Go to sleep. Stop it. Go to sleep. Close your big bloodshot eyes. Now you stop that.
With all these things and a prospective career in the arts, that's a lot. This is what my typical day looks like. Boom. I wake up at 7:30. I deal with the kids. I take one of them to school. I run around. I do some errands. Maybe I get to put the one for the nap. Maybe I don't. There's household chores, obligations. My wife comes home after 3 and I talk to her for like 20 minutes and then I go to work for about 6 hours, come home just after 10 and then I talk to the wife again, tuck her into bed. Then I hit the studio until midnight or 1 or 2 or sometimes 2:30. During that time, I rehearse for shows, I produce music, I work on my collabs, I work on my novel, send emails, all sorts of creative work. If you've seen the amount of work that I've been able to put out in the last few years that I've been taking this seriously, most people would be surprised at just the sheer amount that I've been able to accomplish. So that's good. And after all, if I wanted a healthy amount of sleep, I'd just go to bed at 10:30 with my wife and maybe read a book until 11. Having some undisturbed time to work on your craft is super important. And that's why people say sleep is for the weak. Being a person who accomplishes what they set out to do takes sacrifice. Maybe you'll be a little tired from time to time, but you can catch up on your sleep on the weekend, so it ain't that bad. Or is it? Is it that bad? Here's the other side of it though. The scientific method hasn't fully accounted for all the reasons we sleep, but we know that adults average 7 to 9 hours every night. Children and teenagers need more. We know without a shred of doubt that lack of sleep is cause of a host of problems, and contrary to popular belief, you cannot bank sleep. Sleep is not banked. Air quotes again. If you miss out on getting the right amount of sleep, all it does is deplete your resources on a neurochemical level,
and you never get those back.
And here's some big ones. Lack of sleep causes a higher proclivity to gain weight, higher blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, risk of certain cancers, diabetes, and recently they've linked pattern lack of sleep to risk for Alzheimer's disease. Not enough sleep decreases focus, short-term and long-term recall. It lowers decision-making abilities, energy, immune function, and it can even lower sex drive. Lack of sleep increases depression and occurrence of anxiety, poor mood in general, and as everybody knows, it can make not just you, but everybody around you have a bad day. So, is sleep for the weak? Maybe it is sometimes. Maybe there are times when it is a worthwhile sacrifice to your mental and physical health for you to accomplish something worthwhile. You got a crazy track, you're collaborating with somebody out of town, and they're only in for the one night to get her done, so you stay up late. That could be a good sacrifice. Maybe you're out of town for a weekend conference and you only have the 2 nights to socialize and connect with your industry professionals outside of the workshops. Maybe that's a sacrifice worth making. All I know is that I've burnt myself out too many times, and I'd say 90% of the time it's because of lack of sleep. This is Fact or Fiction for ArtistPro. My name is Spencer Richard, Srvent, and I hope you liked this. So tell me in the comments below what you think. Do you think sleep is for the weak?